Hello and welcome to my channel Ruklin's Diary, and this is Ruklin, and today we'll talk about Hyocyamus Niger. The common name is henbane and it is profoundly used in cases of brain and nervous system disturbances. It is used in cases of increased cerebral activities but without inflammation. A Hyocyamus patient is very suspicious and very jealous-minded. He suspects everyone. He suspects his wife, his friends. There is fear of betrayal. He thinks that his wife is not true to him. He thinks that his friends are not his friends anymore. He thinks that his wife is not faithful to him and she will poison him. So there is a fear to eat and drink anything. There is a fear to take anything offered. He always thinks that there is some plan behind it. Because of his suspicious and jealous mind, he will not be able to enjoy any gathering. He is so insecure that he suspects that someone is having an eye on his wife, and there is ailments from jealousy. He imagines all sorts of things by himself, concerning others, concerning himself, and gets suspicious by himself. Like he makes up everything in his mind and he will believe them that they are true. Another characteristic of this patient is that he always wants to be the center of attraction. He wants to attract persons of opposite sex. He insults others so that he can prove himself that he is better. He insults others to bring others' attention towards him. There is a fear of being left alone. We know that Hyocyamus is one of the trios of delirium, and the delirium of Hyocyamus is of a low muttering type. And in typhoid fever, a Hyocyamus patient behaves like a mentally retarded person. He acts foolishly. He does foolish things. He loves everything. He talks to himself. There is hallucinations, illusions, and delusions. He thinks that someone is sitting beside him and he starts talking. And sometimes he even talks to dead friends, dead relatives, as if the person were present. The person even goes into a state of graphology where he picks his fingers, his clothes, his face, as if there is something on them. And sometimes he even grabs in air as if he is grasping at flies. And he has desire to bite, to fight, or to scold others, or to even murder others. But a Hyocyamus patient has passive mania and he will not get into violence. Like he will have desire to murder, but he will not practice it. And he thinks that he is not at home. He wants to get out of bed and he wants to go home. Another thing running through this remedy is hydrophobia, fear of water. He even passes stool or urinate on hearing the sound of running water. And there is convulsions without consciousness. He is very restless. Every muscle twitches from the eyes to toes, and he loses energy. He feels weak. He feels light, as if he is walking in the air. He feels as if his brain is loose with sensation of water swashing, and there is a dimness of vision, there is loss of hearing, and the person will talk loudly even if the person is just near to him, and there will be loss of taste, loss of smell. And Hyocyamus mostly grows in old rubbish heaps, on roadsides, in dirty places, and the flower of Hyocyamus is dirty yellow with claret colored streaks. Similarly, a Hyocyamus patient has disgusting nature, disgusting habits. Like he always loves to talk about stool, about urine, things related to stool and urine. And there is a great loquacity, and he talks rapidly. And he even plays with stool, with urine, and he even eats parts of wounds. There is another form of Hyocyamus delirium, and that is wanting to take the clothes off. And there are two phases of this. In one phase, a Hyocyamus patient wants to go naked. He wants to take his clothing off. He has such sensitive nerves all over the skin that he cannot bear the clothing to touch the skin. And he appears to be very shameless, but he has no thought of shamelessness. It occurs in delirium. He has no idea that he is doing anything unusual, and people may think that he is doing out of shamelessness, but he actually did it from hyperesthesia of the skin. And the other phase running through his insanity is lascivious mania. He takes off his clothing, he exposes his genitals, he plays with the genitals so that others can see him, and he lies on the bed naked. He will sing obscene songs, he will make lascivious expressions. And when a Hyocyamus patient goes to the toilet, he will leave the door open. He does it in purpose so that others can watch him. And he has sexual perversions, excessive sexual desire, Now, if we go to the eye symptoms, there is dimness of vision, the eyes are red, fixed, and pupils are dilated, and objects seem to appear much larger than they are in reality, and they may appear in red color with the colored borders, and usually the colored borders are yellow in color. The cough of a Hyocyamus patient is dry, nocturnal, spasmodic, with a continuous tickling sensation in the throat, and it is due to elongated uvula. Cough is aggravated at night, on lying down, and after eating, drinking, singing, or talking, and it is ameliorated by sitting up. And there is intense sleeplessness due to excessive nervous excitement. Almost all problems aggravate at night, during sleep, on lying down. For example, cough is aggravated at night, on lying down, and he will have to sit up. And he dreams lascivious dreams, and it seems so real that he will wake up and look around for a while. And even during deep sleep, there will be convulsions. There will be involuntary movements of the limbs, especially the hands. So this is a brief description on Hyocyamus Niger, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel.